5. Someone is shouting your name in heaven and alerting you about a family member who is. Archangel Michael says, your name is being shouted in the realm above because a heavenly soul cannot remain silent anymore. There is a relative from your own bloodline who has been covering their tracks and silently shifting the legal weight of your inheritance. They think no one knows, but the cry that has reached heaven has stirred divine movement in your favor. You have been too trusting, too loving, and too generous with someone who is now biting the very hand that once lifted them. This betrayal is being handled not by man, but by the spiritual guardian sent to protect your divine rights. A signature, a forged document, and a secret meeting, they believed they would never be caught. But a divine alert has gone off, and the angels are watching the next steps of this family member closely. They are walking into their own trap, one set by divine justice, not man's law. A paper they try to hide will fall into your hands, not by your effort, but through the miraculous shifting of events. Comment: I believe the angels are with me if this message touched your soul. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Your name is protected in spiritual books that no human can erase. Even if they erase it from paper on earth, it still echoes in the books of light in heaven. One of your ancestors is standing with a scroll, pointing to your name and refusing to let this theft continue. The family member who's doing this wears a smile of calm but hides intentions like stormy waves. They've spoken to someone who handles papers, maybe a lawyer, and are trying to mask everything under the name of formality. But heaven has already scanned every false move. The time has come when hidden intentions rise to the surface like smoke escaping a burning house. You are about to witness a sudden twist that will expose what they have done with your name behind your back. A neighbor or old family friend may come forward with a strange but meaningful clue. Type Amen to get blessing 444. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, the angel of divine correction is already standing at the door of your house. The person trying to take what is yours will soon be confronted with a series of divine setbacks. What they thought would be an easy success is turning into a path full of fear and confusion. You might feel sudden chills at night, a whisper in your ear, or a moment where your heart beats faster. That is not fear, that is alert. Heaven is communicating through signs, and your spiritual senses are about to heighten more than ever. Do not doubt what you feel in your spirit, because it is real. They are trying to file something under your nose, believing you are too far or too distracted to notice. But a delay is happening in their actions because heaven has interrupted the system. Divine timing is going to misalign their plans in a way that no lawyer or manipulator can fix. Type Amen to get blessing 582. Comment below if you believe heaven is revealing this truth to you. They took a copy of your documents and altered something important. That paper is no longer clean. Your family member made an unholy agreement with someone in secret, and the ink on that paper now carries the weight of a curse. What they have taken is not just financial. It is something tied to your legacy, to the name you carry, to the place where your ancestors once built their peace. Your spiritual land is being defended by heavenly warriors even now. You will soon see someone from that family appear overly kind or too interested in your affairs. This is not coincidence, it is strategy. But they don't know their steps are being followed by watchers in the spirit. Their disguise will fall off like dust in the rain. Type Amen to get blessing June 1969. You're not just someone from the family, they knew your birth carried a different weight, that's why they target you. Your inheritance is not just about land or property, it's about honor, legacy, and spiritual authority. Someone who used to walk in and out of your house freely has already spoken lies in your name. They tried to paint you as careless or incapable, to justify their evil takeover. But heaven holds truth tighter than any lie. Comment heaven is my witness if this speaks to your current situation. Archangel Michael says, do not fear confrontation, for the truth will now do the fighting for you. You will not need to speak much, the events themselves will speak louder than any words. A divine exposure is about to happen in front of people who once doubted you. Type Amen to get blessing July 2012. A female spirit from your ancestral line is crying in the spirit realm because of this betrayal. She is the one who protected that inheritance when she was alive. And now, her tears have reached the altar of justice in heaven. The person who is trying to take your portion forgot that what is spiritual cannot be legally stolen. They are messing with something bigger than a deed, they are disturbing sacred ground, and now, they are waking up spiritual giants who had been silent for generations. A call will come. It will seem unrelated. But listen closely, because it will carry a clue inside a casual sentence. Type Amen to get blessing 804. You may soon dream of an older person giving you a key or handing you a white envelope. That is no ordinary dream. That is the manifestation of heavenly confirmation that what's yours cannot be taken. A sudden power cut, a knock on the door at an unusual hour. Or a document falling from a place you didn't expect. Pay attention. All these are signals. The person who is doing wrong is being spiritually followed and their secrets are leaking like a broken pot. Comment justice will prevail for me. The divine will confuse their language, turn their helpers against them, and reverse their control over your inheritance. It will look like they're winning, then suddenly it will crumble. You'll be in shock at how fast the turn comes. Type Amen to get blessing 921. Archangel Michael says, be still, for the divine timeline is unfolding. What they thought was buried will surface at the most embarrassing time for them. A person who supported them will feel guilt and spill the truth. A court document will suddenly be paused, a name will be missing. A stamp will not go through. These small signs are part of a larger hand at work. Someone will call your name loudly in a dream or vision. That voice comes from heaven, it's not random. Type Amen to get blessing 1098. They wanted to isolate you, to make others think you're paranoid. But the ones who laughed at your intuition will soon come asking for forgiveness. You will not need revenge, their shame will be public. Watch for signs near water or wind. The spirit world is echoing with movements now. Your name has become thunder in the invisible realm. Comment if you've recently felt a sudden urge to pray or cry for no reason. Type Amen to get blessing 1177. A financial transaction linked to your inheritance was supposed to go unnoticed. But that transaction is now under divine review. What was hidden in numbers and codes is now being spiritually highlighted. The person who assisted them in this theft is starting to have dreams that disturb their sleep. Guilt is creeping in. Soon, one of them won't be able to hold the burden and will confess. The confession may come in a strange form, perhaps in anger, perhaps in panic. But the truth will escape like breath from their lungs. And when it comes, it will bring clarity like never before. Type Amen to get blessing 1283. You were not meant to be left out. The moment your name was spoken in that lawyer's office, heaven responded. That act alone was enough to activate the angels assigned to your life. What they don't realize is that heaven treats inheritance not as paper but as purpose. They are not just stealing land, they are attempting to rob your destiny, and that is why they will be stopped. Comment: they cannot take what is mine by birthright. They will feel blocked. Documents will keep returning. Approvals will keep delaying. It will appear like a coincidence, but it's heaven interfering. Type Amen to get blessing 1394. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks. With contributions of up to $20, a spiritual scroll is being opened. And it's your name written on the front. The name they tried to erase. The one they thought could be buried. You may feel alone right now, misunderstood, even betrayed, but you are surrounded by angelic witnesses who see everything. Your fight is not invisible to heaven. A gust of wind may suddenly pass through your window. A butterfly may sit near your steps. These are reminders that the divine is near and active. Type Amen to get blessing 1441. Archangel Michael says, what they do in secret will be announced publicly, not by your lips, but by divine order. They will be shocked at how their carefully spun web is untangled. What they use to climb up will be the very ladder they fall from. A text, an email, or a printed page, they'll misplace it, and it will reach the wrong hands. That one moment will shift everything in your favor. The same person who mocked you will be forced to stand for your side. Comment: let the truth rise. Type Amen to get blessing 1555. There's a smell of something burning in the spirit. It's the collapse of a wicked plan. Your inheritance was covered by sacred words long before you were born. No amount of scheming can cancel what's written in heaven. A signature forged under moonlight will glow under divine light. You will be shocked how easily you are led to proof. Heaven doesn't need your effort, it only needs your faith. Someone near you will admit, I knew something was wrong, but I didn't speak. They will now help undo what was almost completed. Type Amen to get blessing 1660. They wanted it all for themselves, they didn't think twice about pushing your name aside. But now, their greed has caught divine attention. The moment they wrote that false story, a crack appeared in their plan. It's growing. And soon, everything they've tried to build from your blessing will fall. Comment: my name is protected by heaven. You're about to recover more than what they tried to steal. You will receive land, favor, and honor. What was delayed is now being rerouted to your hands. Type Amen to get blessing 1719. The angels are standing around your name like fire surrounds gold. Nothing unclean will be able to reach it. Your silence is about to turn into a trumpet. They had everything planned. They even practiced what they would say if questioned. But one unexpected event will break their defense. They thought time was on their side. But heaven has a different clock. That hour is about to strike now. Type Amen to get blessing 1880. The voices in heaven are louder than any courtroom. And your name is on their lips. The protection you have is not temporary, it's generational. Soon, they will hear a knock on their conscience so loud they will not sleep. Justice is not delayed, it is prepared. Archangel Michael says, remain calm. Remain grounded. The fire of heaven is already lighting the path to your victory. Type Amen to get blessing 1999. You may suddenly feel drawn to an old photograph or a childhood memory. This is not accidental. It is the spirit realm reminding you of your roots, your bloodline, and your rightful place within it. Your inheritance is not just physical, it's spiritual authority passed down through generations. When they tried to erase you, they unknowingly triggered a divine restoration. What they touched will now be reclaimed by holy fire. Comment: I claim my full spiritual and earthly inheritance. Type Amen to get blessing 2123. Someone close to you might act confused or overly curious about your documents. Pay attention to their body language, their silence is heavier than their words. Their involvement in this scheme will come to light soon. A misplaced paper, a wrongly sent message, or a sudden mistake will expose them. You will stand in awe at how God turns a trap into your testimony. Even if they whisper in rooms behind your back, their words now carry echoes that bounce into the ears of angels. The divine court has opened, and your case is not being overlooked. Watch as their circle starts to fall apart. Type Amen to get blessing 2264. An older woman connected to your family may try to soften the situation soon. She will suggest you let it go or keep the peace. Be wise. Her voice may sound gentle, but her intentions are layered. She knew. Maybe she didn't help directly, but her silence helped the thief move. And now, her guilt is surfacing like a wave that's too heavy to control. You will have the strength to speak with boldness. The same mouth they silenced will speak with divine authority. And the power in your voice will shake even the strongest lie. Type Amen to get blessing 2344. There will be a phone call that starts casually but ends with you hearing something that shifts everything. Don't react immediately. Let it settle and let heaven move before you do. The angels are already opening doors for someone in the legal world to step in and help you. You will not need to chase it. The favor will chase you. Archangel Michael says, you will dream of justice coming like thunder. Don't be afraid. That's not fear, it's confirmation. Type Amen to get blessing 2451. Comment below if you've been having dreams that feel too real to ignore. A person who once turned their back on you will now offer to help you out of guilt. Do not reject their help. Their shift is not emotional, it's spiritual. A signature they made in darkness is now glowing in the presence of heaven. A wrong address, a misspelled word, or a shifted digit will create a loophole that protects your name. That's how heaven works, subtle yet unstoppable. They will wish they never touched your portion. Because what seemed like success for them will soon be the beginning of their downfall. Type Amen to get blessing 2588. There is a heavenly hand holding a stamp, and it's about to place approval on what rightfully belongs to you. That hand cannot be stopped. That seal cannot be broken. Your inheritance will not come with battle anymore, it will come with clarity and confirmation. They try to confuse you, but now clarity will surround you like a flame. Comment: the seal of God is on my inheritance. Your name is being rewritten in legal books and spiritual scrolls as we speak. The change is happening behind the scenes. It will hit the surface very soon. Type Amen to get blessing February. You will not only recover what was nearly stolen, you will receive more than you imagined. For every attempt they made, you will receive restoration multiplied. That's the justice of heaven. Their lawyer will back off. Their documents will go cold. And their supporters will vanish one by one. You might hear someone say, "You weren't supposed to find this." But you did. Because heaven led you to it. Type Amen to get blessing 2833. Archangel Michael says, the time has come for your family name to be restored. No more hiding, no more whispering, no more manipulation. The light is stronger than the darkness that tried to swallow it. You will walk in boldness. You will speak with fire. And you will receive what has always been marked for your hands. You may cry when it arrives. Not from sadness, but from the weight of justice fulfilled. Type Amen to get blessing 2990. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks. With contributions of up to $20, a storm is moving through the spirit world and it carries your justice within it. The silence that once surrounded your situation is now breaking apart like glass under pressure. They will not understand how everything started to shift, but you will know, it's because heaven responded to your name. Every action they took in the dark is now echoing loudly before spiritual judges. The voices of those who came before you are crying out for balance, for truth, for restoration. The time of exposure has arrived, and there is no reversing it now. Comment I receive what is rightfully mine, both seen and unseen. Type Amen to get blessing 3112. There is a place your feet have not stepped on yet, but it belongs to you. They delayed it. They tried to transfer ownership, but the title cannot move where the Spirit does not allow. A man with a gray coat and a distracted voice is involved. He is unaware that what he's touching belongs to a child of destiny. His hands will soon pull back, shaking, because he will feel the invisible push of angelic resistance. When heaven says no, even the highest stamp of man cannot say yes. That land, that money, that property, whatever it may be, it is spiritually locked for you. No hand but yours will open that door. Type Amen to get blessing 3266. They may try one more time to rush the process. Out of desperation, they will attempt to bring in someone to validate their false claim. But the presence of a spiritual barrier will halt their momentum. You will notice delays in their steps, phone calls they can't return, emails that bounce, people they trusted stepping away. All of it is a signal from above. Heaven is canceling their authority. One by one, their options are closing. It is not your effort. It is the work of unseen hands that love you beyond human measure. Type Amen to get blessing 3344. Archangel Michael says, the warrior angels have drawn a spiritual line that your enemies cannot cross. They will pace around, but they will not penetrate the boundary. Their influence is crumbling. You will walk into a situation soon where your name is mentioned in an unexpected way. Take that moment seriously. That's your cue. It means the shift has happened. Your inheritance is not returning, it's already standing at your door. Type Amen to get blessing 3421. Comment if you feel something heavy lifting from your spirit. A family member who once avoided your gaze will now look at you with guilt and fear. They know what they did, even if they pretend they don't, and the weight of heaven's judgment is not something they can shrug off. They will break in small ways. One will be sick with regret. Another will feel like everything they touch is falling apart. These are not curses, they are consequences. You are rising because you remained faithful even when no one believed you. Heaven never ignored your tears. And now, heaven is rewarding your silence. Type Amen to get blessing 3589. A paper they try to hide in a drawer will be accidentally exposed. Maybe a child will find it. Maybe a drawer will fall open. But it will not stay hidden anymore. You will read words you didn't expect. The truth will burn in your hands, not because it hurts, but because it will set your soul on fire, and with that truth, you will walk into your restoration. Comment truth will always find me. A man connected to that family member will try to apologize on their behalf. Listen, but do not forget. Trust must now be built on divine timing, not emotion. Type Amen to get blessing 3677. They were so confident. They even joked about how they would explain things if they got caught. But no joke survives under the seriousness of heaven's justice. You may soon receive a letter in the mail with unexpected language. It may sound confusing, but read it twice. Inside it will be your confirmation. The spiritual battle over your inheritance is not future, it's now. And you're winning it without lifting a finger. Type Amen to get blessing 3744. The money or property they tried to take is nothing compared to what's coming next. Because now heaven has opened a new channel for you, a new source of increase. The enemy tried to steal one thing and in return, heaven is releasing 3. A contract in your favor is already being prepared. And the person behind it has no idea they're about to be used to elevate you. This is how heaven works, turning betrayal into a doorway. Archangel Michael says, you will soon walk through that doorway. Your name will shine brighter than ever. And they will be forced to watch the favor they tried to bury rise higher than ever before. Type Amen to get blessing 3888 if you wish to express your support further.